This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, the 30th of April. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather again today. Nice and calm. We'll bring in the chance of thunderstorms late tomorrow and tomorrow night, and the weather will be wet at times on Friday and on Saturday as the weekend begins. Much better clarity on the Saturday situation. All the new data is in. We'll take a look at it together. This is the upper air look across the country, and again, we have a trough to the west and a ridge on top of the southeastern states. And the ridge is keeping things relatively quiet here. Visible satellite view. Mostly sunny across the state. There are some pockets of convection down in South Alabama. Here's the radar composite. You can see rain falling down around places like Bruton, Andalusia, Geneva. And a couple of really small showers over East Alabama. But again, most places are dry. Another warm day, most everybody in the 80s today. Birmingham, 83. Huntsville, 86. Mid-80s for Montgomery, Dothan, and Mobile. We'll stay in the 80s tomorrow. And then we're going to see a pretty good shot of cooler air coming in here by the time the weekend gets here. So on the watch warning map, you can see that pocket of trouble out there across the middle of the country. We have a tornado watch in effect for parts of northeast Texas, northwest Louisiana, western Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma. Flash flood watches for much of Oklahoma and some of the adjacent states. We have an enhanced risk of severe storms this evening for northeast Texas up toward Texarkana, Arkansas. The broader risk running from West Texas to the Ohio Valley. Tomorrow, a risk of severe storms from Texas to the eastern Great Lakes. And again, SPC has this level 2 out of 5 risk down to Birmingham, a level 1 out of 5 risk down to near Prattville and Lake Wedowee. But again, we're just not that concerned about severe storms. Could there be a strong storm? Yes, but the wind dynamics are very weak. And again, I'll show you the modeling in a second, but we're just not overly concerned about that. Then on day 3, which is Friday, a marginal risk over parts of Texas and South Oklahoma. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days. Rain valid through Wednesday morning of next week, and the bulk of this will be tomorrow evening through Saturday evening. Rain amounts 1 to 2 inches for the northern two-thirds of the state, under 1 inch down in South Alabama. So let's break it down day by day and see if we can answer your questions here. Model fans, the GFS, the 12Z run, this is 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And the trough that was over the southwestern states lifting far north of here. Again, the dynamic support passing well to the north. Got part of the trough hanging back over Southern California. And again, we have a southwest flow aloft, and a surface front will be trailing that surface low near Detroit. And the low is not especially strong. It's 1,003 millibars, or 2. And the front runs down through Little Rock and Shreveport. And I still think a decent part of the day will be dry. The sky will be cloudy at times, and no doubt there could be a few scattered showers during the day. And maybe a few strong storms tomorrow evening. So this is the high-resolution HER model, valid tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock local time. And you can see pockets of thunderstorms, but it's not raining everywhere. In fact, I'd suggest a decent chunk of the state will be dry. However, where the storms do form, especially over northwest Alabama, they could be strong. The air will be relatively unstable. This is the surface-based CAPE. CAPE is convective available potential energy. This is valid tomorrow evening at 7. And the numbers ramp up to over 2,000 joules per kilogram over parts of west and southwest Alabama. Instability values not as high for the eastern half of the state. And understand, it's not that unusual to see CAPE values like that in May. I mean, we're getting close to summer. And, of course, every day in the summer they're high. But for severe storms, you need good dynamic support and strong wind fields. And we just don't have that. This is the SRH, the storm relative felicity, and there's just nothing there. So we're certainly not concerned about tornadoes. I guess it's conceivable there could be a storm with maybe some gusty winds or maybe a little small hail. But, again, the overall severe threat just looks awfully low to us. So Friday, that front is in no hurry. The front is still near the Ohio River, and moisture is increasing, so Friday will be a day with clouds, occasional showers. There could be a rumble of thunder. Don't expect any severe storms, and the high Friday will be around 80. And concerning Saturday, we're getting much better agreement now. The GFS coming around to the European solution, suggesting rain at times on Saturday. This is the GFS, and this is the European. Remember, a couple of days ago, the GFS had us bone dry. Beautiful day, sunny, cooler, less humid, but that idea is off the table. So looking at people with events on Saturday, I've got a wedding, I've got a picnic, I've got a ball game, I've got a playoff game. Understand it will not rain all day, but it will rain at times. There could be some thunder. We don't expect any severe storms. So periods of rain, maybe some thunder. The day will be noticeably cooler now. Highs will be in the 70s for most of the state because of clouds, rain, and cool air advection. We'll see the winds flipping around to the north. And then on Sunday, we get that rain out of here. It is gone. We're in a dry air mass. Beautiful day. Sunday will be sunny. The high will be in the 70s. We start the day in the 50s. And again, it looks like the coolest morning is going to be Monday morning. Monday morning, many spots over North Alabama will likely start the day in the 40s. How about that? The high Monday will be in the mid to upper 70s. Just a gorgeous day on Monday. So Sunday, Monday look great. Same thing on Tuesday. The sky will be sunny. And a week from today, Wednesday, May the 7th, looks like a couple of eyeballs staring at us there. We got an upper low that's east of Florida. We have an upper low that's south of Phoenix. And the main westerlies are up north. And again, we have a dry air mass. And once again, no rain on Wednesday. We start the day in the 50s. The high will be close to 80. Let's keep going. This is 10 days out, Saturday, May 10th. And again, that's starting to look a lot like summer. The main mid-latitude westerlies way up north near the Canadian border. And once again, we're in a dry air mass. I mean, it looks like we could very well go the entire week next week and maybe into the following weekend with no rain. In fact, here's a look at rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the European ensemble. Looking for the green line on the chart here. The mean is about 2 inches between now and the 14th, 15th of May, mid-May. Some of the members of the ensemble a bit higher, some lower, but you look for the mean there. Temperatures coming off the NBM National Blend of Models. Mid-80s tomorrow, low 80s on Friday, low to mid-70s for the weekend. Hey, that's well below average. And again, for Birmingham, you can see the low dropping to 51 on Monday. Many places will be in the 40s Monday morning. And then we've got highs around 80 by the end of next week. And just in the latest long-range guidance, 8 to 14 days out, this is for May 8th through May 14th. Temperatures near, maybe slightly above average. Hey, got to roll that Children's of Alabama Kid Cam today. Creek View Elementary School in Alabaster. Love those Warriors. Man, what a big crowd. We actually had 2 groups. The school is so big you couldn't fit them all in the lunchroom. That's our first group today, and we had a great time. Look at the cake. This is absolutely incredible. The cakes have been just unbelievably good this year. Wow. But we had a great time. Did some science with these kids. They love to learn about weather and learn about science. We talked about how we forecast the weather balloons. They're launched not too far from the school at the Shelby County Airport. Talked about hurricanes, tornadoes, ways of staying safe during severe weather. Did some storm spotting. Really, really good school, really good teachers, and great students. So again, to all of these amazing students at Creek View Elementary School in Alabaster, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You know, you guys are looking good. Tomorrow, going to be up in the Shoals again. Going to be at Florence. We're going to be up there for Mars Hill Bible School. That's a great school up there. Going to have a lot of fun seeing our students there. And then again, Friday and Saturday, I'll be making a quick trip down to Destin. I'm going to be speaking to a big medical group early Saturday morning, so no book signing this weekend. Our next scheduled book signing is on Saturday, May the 17th. Once I get the details from the publisher, we'll pass that along. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, right across the hall in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.